Shalom, all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. B'Shem Rakah Kwadash, my name is Yakabo from Plaintables Camp, Russia, to host Landmark BRICS Summit in Kazan. So this is an organization where they're economically moving away from Western hegemony. So they're getting together against, United States, Canada, Britain, those Western European countries, and they're forming their own trade and financial systems. Okay, now they still do business, so this proves what Yahweh Shah said through Isaiah. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So ultimately, they're going to work together when it comes to the global financial identification system, the Revelation 13:15 on down. All right, they're going to work together on that, but in every other point, they're against each other. All right, Isaiah said, "I will make the Egyptian fight the Egyptian." Those Egyptians are referring to the oppressor Edomite, so-called white man. All right, they are known in Isaiah the 19th chapter as Egyptians, all right, which represent our captivity, bondage. In the book of Revelation, John described America as Sodom and Egypt. The Egyptians represent either America or the Edomites in general. All right, so let's let this play. Russia hosts Landmark BRICS.
Once dismissed simply as a photo opportunity, BRICS is now an entity to be reckoned with. Russia, chair country this year, wants to make sure the group is used to its full potential. Despite Western attempts to isolate Moscow, leaders of over 20 countries will attend the summit in Kazan, and that's amid Russia's ongoing special military operation in Ukraine and calls for peace from within the group in itself.
BRICS unites several power centers, which are different in their comparative might. But BRICS goes as a venue for interaction between these power centers and medium to.
So most of these countries, I believe, are Edomite countries. All right, let's look up the Edomite, the BRICS countries. Now, these are the BRICS countries. Brazil is ran by Edomites, but Russia, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, United Arab Emirates. All right, China. Okay, all right. So these are the BRICS countries. So we have here dark. What's that? Blue or turquoise. And you got the lighter prospect member states. Prospective, meaning they're looking to join. So that's the map. So lighter ones they're looking to join, and the darker ones is they're already in the organization. All right, so that's the map. So they're countries that want to move away. They are moving away to trade and financially away from the American hegemony or the dollar, so to speak. So now when it comes to that Revelation 13:15 on down, they are going to agree on that, but they're still going to have their separate systems, as it appears. They have their organization. We know what the prophecy says about the unity when it comes to the financial system. So now ultimately the world that has the countries that have those nuclear missiles are going to shoot their missiles on Babylon, America. All right, that's what the Lord's army was created for. The nuclear technology, the ICBMs were created to destroy Babylon, which is America. So let's finish this video off.
Between these power centers and medium to work out contradictions, obvious contradiction between them.
For Russia, BRICS cooperation means more trade in national currencies and the prospect for creating an alternative to the Western-dominated international payment system SWIFT, an issue that has become more urgent since Russia's ejection from SWIFT in 2022. At the same time, Russia is cautious about accepting new members to the group, saying it may reduce its efficiency if it grows too big and too fast. The same goes about the introduction of the BRICS common currency.
Its time has not come yet. We need to be very careful and act gradually, without any rush.
All right, so they're talking about a BRICS common currency. I don't know if any of you brothers heard about that. BRICS common currency.
It grows too big and too fast. The same goes about the introduction of the BRICS common currency.
Its time has not come yet. We need to be very careful and act gradually, without any rush. We currently study the possibilities to make wider use of national currencies and create tools which would allow making such work safe. Just as I mentioned it, we are examining the possibility of using electronic tools we need, and this work is being done to smooth things out between central.
All right, so you're using electronic tools. There's, just as we mentioned, we are examining the possibilities of using electronic tools. He may be referring to the implant. All right. So we know that there's going to be a common financial system. It doesn't mean that they're all going to be like one currency, but all these countries are going to use an implant to buy and sell. All right. So they can all have a common currency and not like each other, but in business, you do business. It's a good practice to do business, and totally normal to do business with people that you don't like because you're going to profit or have similar tools. All right. So that's what I believe is going on here. All right. So this may be it. Slowly, gradually, just some event has to happen. It could be dragging on. We thinking it's dragging on, but it's the Lord's timetable. And then something happens and then it just rolls out really quick. Or they could just progressively roll it out. And the normal things happen. War breaks out, terrorist attacks, those are all normal things. And what's considered normal now. And they just gradually roll it out. They want one day to say, okay, we're implementing a national, let's say a major country, like a Russia, Britain, America, Germany, say we're having the option for the Revelation 13, 15 on down, but we'll wait and see. Let's go back here.
Use of national currencies and create tools which would allow making such work safe. Just as I mentioned it, we are examining the possibility of using electronic tools we need, and this work is being done to smooth things out between central banks and ensure reliable exchange of financial information which would not depend on those international financial information exchange tools which impose specific restrictions for political reasons and violate the global economy principles.
Moscow says BRICS members will generate most of the global economy.
Whatever that means, violate the global. Moscow says BRICS members will generate most of the global economic growth in many years for political reasons and violate the global economic principles. Well, yeah, I think an implant and a one currency, or at least the medium to access the currency, which is going to be a chip. I think that violates global principles. So they can redefine global principles. I mean, whether the currency is separate or not, it's going to meet how you access that currency is going to be that implant. All right, they can play the little tricks and games and word games all they want, but they're the medium. The device is, whether it's a BRICS currency, a universal currency for the whole earth, or a dollar chip, or a BRICS chip, is still going to be the implant. All right. That's the point they will agree on, even though they disagree on the other points, all right, or some other points. They all agree on lying about who the Israelites are, so which is us, so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and our people scattered within all these countries on the earth. So they all agree on that. All right. Putin and his people, they know about the original icons being so-called black people. All right, but it's not like news. Well, they already know about the icons. They know the origins of Russia. They were originally so-called black people. All right, but they hide it by not propagating it, because they know that the modern day image of the Messiah is a so-called white man. All right, and they know what the original Messiah looks like. All right, which he actually looks like the original. He didn't change into a so-called white man all of a sudden. All right, let's finish this video off.
And violate the global economy principles.
Moscow says BRICS members will generate most of the global economic growth in the coming years. And as the world's top wheat exporter, Russia is also pushing forward the creation of a BRICS grain trading exchange, backed by a pricing agency. For Russia, BRICS is evolving into a vital platform where alternatives to Western tools and mechanisms are being created. Moscow says it is not striving to change the world order, arguing change is happening naturally. And that inevitable process will benefit international cooperation in all areas, with BRICS becoming an important center in the polycentric world. Dasha Chernysova, TRT World, Kazan.
Okay, here we go. And what I quoted Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. That's how we know that the Egyptians are not just a landmass. All right, they're a people that can migrate anywhere and form countries anywhere and call their country anything. All right, so you have the modern day Egyptians, which are the Edomites. All right, and here you have Babylon, the Americans, all right, against the Russians. All right, they're considered Egyptians too because their biblical nationality, it comes from Esau. All right, so the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and it clearly tells you here that they have different kingdoms. So this Egyptian has a different kingdom than this Egyptian here. Kingdom against kingdom. All right. Now, I had something in Joel. It says, beat your plow, Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into pruning, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Because ultimately, they'll be together on the how you access money, buying and selling, with their own currencies, as it appears. But ultimately, they're going to use their ICBM missiles to destroy their brother. All right, their brothers. All right, so what did I have? And we'll end it with this. It says, man shoots, kills off-duty APD officer who broke into his Douglas County home, sheriff says. So this is weird. So I'm going to assume that they're all Edomites. Deputies said a video showed a man experiencing mental health episode or under the influence of narcotics attempting to break into the front door. Wow, he was tripping.
Live at 5, an Atlanta police investigator shot and killed off duty this morning in a quiet Douglas County neighborhood. Atlanta News First Chelsea Bimeford is live at 5 from the crime scene in Winston, just off Orkney Way. So Chelsea, I know you've been out there for about an hour. So what are you learning at the scene?
Well, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office says this morning a man attempted to break into the front door of this house back here and was shot and killed by the homeowner. Atlanta police confirmed the person who died is one of their detectives, Aubrey Horton. He was off duty. APD says he joined the force in 2015 and was most recently assigned to their fugitive unit. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office, who's leading the investigation, says the suspect was caught on video and appeared to be having a mental health episode or may have been under the influence of narcotics while breaking into the home. They added that he lives in this same neighborhood about a half a mile away from where this shooting happened. Right now, no one is facing any charges that we are aware of. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says the homeowner here was acting in self-defense when they fired those shots, but they say this is still a very open and ongoing investigation.